Hello Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talk, and I'm your host Randy, and today we're doing the second video here in Azalea Cemetery. Now we're way over into the old part. I showed you a little bit before, and here's where we're at now. We're really into the old part. We were in the old part before, but this is probably, I think this is like the beginning where they first started putting the people. There's new people in here as well as you go a little bit forward. There's new people, newer graves back here. Looks like 1856. And what's the name on that? J. something Michael Morris. Behind me here looks like Stephen Noble. 77 years old. Looks like 1855. We were talking on the other side, if you watch the other video, about Granddad, and I don't know, because I haven't edited the video, so I don't know what happened to Granddad. He fell, hit his head. That's what we figured out. Maybe we'll get some more about Granddad. I got some more questions here, doing a little bit different. I got some questions here, and I will start off with the first question. And that would be to all the, well, let me just do this first. To all the spirits in this part of the cemetery, my name's Randy. I'm here to get your story, to get your life story, to get your story about you being a spirit. My time is coming here soon, and I want to know what's coming. It's one of the great unknowns. So with that, if you have anything you'd like to say to me, we certainly would like to hear from you. So my first question to everybody here is there a message that you all would like to give to the living? If you got any family members that are still alive, if you've got any questions you would, or any bit of advice you would like to give to your family members or to the living in general, what would it be? I heard there at the end, it hurts. I heard accept it. So when you said accept it, were you talking about accepting your fate, accepting the fact that we are going to die one day? I heard yep. I also heard evolve. What did you mean evolve? What did you mean we evolve?
And it I think
Well, let me ask you again. What did you mean by evolve? You all evolve. Are you speaking about you're evolving from the spirit, from the living world, the physical world, to the spirit world? So let's go back to the question. The question is there any bit of advice that you would like to give to the living world? What would it be? Dead there at the end. I heard clean up in something street. Sound like clean up Blue Street. Clean up what? All right, spirits. What surprised you most What surprised you most about the afterlife?
To it. Very good. They were brought some scripting.
I heard accept it. So, what surprised you most is you had to accept it, or you're just telling us that we need to accept that death is right around the corner?
You have. Chemical.
What was it like? What did you feel? What was it like when you transferred over from the physical world to the afterlife? What did you feel?
Everything.
I felt hope, everything, and then nothing. What did you mean you felt nothing?
About you. We know the great.
Heard something about help or hell. Was that help you were talking about or hell? So let's try her again. What surprised the spirits here? What surprised anybody else? What surprised you about hell? Are there any spirits here that have spent time in hell? Is there anybody in this cemetery that is in hell?
The good parts. What are ground figure?
So turn it on. As soon as I turned it on, I heard the good book. Well, we know they talk about hell in the good book, but I don't think what you're talking about. You weren't talking about hell being in the good book. I mean, which good book we would consider the Bible. To the spirit who said, "Help me," what do you need help with? I heard siblings out there. What do you need help with your siblings about? So, somebody said hell was cool. Is hell real? Tell me, is hell real? Is the devil in this cemetery? Is hell real? Do I have to fear? Do I have to fear in death, in the spirit world? Do I have to fear hell? I heard chicken out there. Mike, are you here with us? I heard not really. I heard around. So, Mike, for those of you who don't know, Mike was a spirit that followed me around for a while, was killed in an adult club, was stabbed, left for dead. He lived till he got to the hospital, but when I asked him why he went into the adult establishment, he said because he liked the chicken. Okie dokie. Mike, are you with us today? And so we heard ghosts. Now I hear that often, and I think that's when the appearance of ghosts are abound. So somewhere in this cemetery, there is probably a ghost walking. Is there a spirit that has transformed itself to a ghost that is walking in the cemetery? And we've had a couple of instances, basically in Virginia, Pennsylvania, Gettysburg, and down in Virginia at Hollywood Cemetery, where I believe we heard the hoof prints of the hoof steps of horses, and then down in Virginia, where it was sunny out, right across the screen, it just went dark, dark like a shadow crossed in back of me, and you could still see the light shining. So, you know, I don't know what it was. We never did find out what it was. So, are there ghosts walking the cemetery right now? I heard yes twice in there. Give me your name. Please give me your name. The spirits that are walking the cemetery right now. What is your name? Okay, so I'll have one more question here for the spirits. Is there something you wish the living understood about death? Is there something you wish the living would understand about death? Something about 1,000 people. All right, so as I always say, I don't know what they're going to say. I don't talk to them. They just talk to through the devices to get out what they want. I don't know they're talking directly to me. I think they respond to the questions, but I don't think they're for me. They're for you. They're for maybe their families. They're for somebody, but they're not talking directly to me. So with that, I'm going to let the spirit box run for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to get out of here. It's getting quite cold, and it's starting to get dark. Hey everybody, Randy here. Before we go any further, I'm turning over this part of the session to you. Let's make this next minute interactive. Listen closely, and then tell me and everyone else what the spirit said. And don't forget to share what you heard down below in the comments. And no, I ain't going to be caught in a cemetery at night.
The frightening sound.
Somebody lost his wife. Who lost his wife? Alrighty. So I think we'll call it the day here. Now, right in here, I'm hearing something move over there. You can probably hear the birds. Maybe that's the spirits walking back there where they said we're walking the cemetery. But we'll listen to everything. We'll edit everything that we heard that we didn't hear. We'll be putting up here as the time goes on. Hopefully, we get a good story. It's not about somebody coming up here and giving you their life story. It's about the bits and the pieces that you pick out from the questions that I ask, or the words that they want to get across. We know we have people who, even though they transfer over into the spirit world, are still scared to death. We know that there are spirits out there who can't transfer over. And I do believe there are spirits stuck in, I don't know, you want to call it purgatory, or you call it hell. I don't know that I believe hell exists. It might, but I don't know. But one day I'll find out. So, anyways, if you like what I'm doing here, please give a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed, hey, look, I get maybe one or two new subscribers a month. That's it. I sure would like to see a huge jump. I'll tell you what, why don't if you're watching these for a while now and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, jump in there and subscribe. It would tickle me fancy and I would really appreciate it. My name's Randy, and I want to thank you for coming on this journey with me to try to find out what's going to happen when it's my time to cross over, because as I say, there's more days behind me than there are in front of me. I know that. I don't know how much more time I have left, but in that time I have left, it might be 30 years, but in that time that I have left, wow, that's kind of stretching it. Maybe 20 years. But in the time that I have left, I want to try to figure out, what the hell's it like? What the hell do I have to look forward to after it's my time to go? So with that, I want to thank all of you for joining me, and I'll see all of you on the next one.